Hello everyone, my name is Andre McClellan, and today I'm going to talk about making an expert advisor using the Bollinger Bands indicator and the RSI. So this strategy is very simple. Once the RSI goes below 30 and there's a pass in the lower Bollinger Band, like this right here, or like these right here, initiates a buy order, basically taking a possible reversal, and it goes from about 4 to 1. This is for beginners, guys. It's very simple, so let's dive right into it. First thing, guys, click F4 on the top, or click this little note. You guys get a window that looks like this. That pop up. Then you need to do is hit new, hit expert advisor. We're going to call this the Bollinger Band and RSI trader. Before we get to the on tick, there's something we need to put in there. This is very important, so you guys do not forget. This is how we basically reset the buy, so we don't always keep re-entering. INT reset. So if you don't know what an int is, just double select it, go to your reference, your MQL4 reference, it'll tell you what an int is, okay? Let's go down to the bottom. So just make sure you guys have that in there in the top part of the code, not that's on the on tick, okay? Now, the first thing we're going to do is add our indicators. We're going to add our first indicator called the RSI. Now, the RSI is going to be broken down like this. Going to be a double, so basically it's going to read more than a whole number. It's going to be called the RSI. We're going to use not a custom indicator. We're going to use a pre-built RSI in MetaTrader. If you hit F1, it will give you guys a breakdown of what it means, like the symbol, the time frame, the period they applied price, and the shift. And if you guys want to apply that a little bit differently, go ahead. But I'm just giving you guys a basic overview of it. We're going to run it on null, so it works on all currency pairs. Time frame is going to be default, has a period of 10 because we're running relatively fast. It's going to run on the closed candle and the current candle. Okay. Now, the next thing we're going to do is add our middle Bollinger Band. So remember, guys, it's not going to have all the Bollinger Bands, just two parts of it. We're going to do the middle Bollinger Band called double, which I explained earlier. We're going to call this Bollinger Band middle. So when you have when you look at the Bollinger Band, you have three lines. You have the upper, middle, lower. When you get the middle and the lower, because we're going to be entering buy entries, okay? Now we're going to use I bands. We're not going to use a custom indicator at all, and use null. If we break this out a little bit easier, you'll see that the time frame is 0, the period is 0, our deviation is going to be 2.0, our band shift is going to be 0, our applied price 0, our mode will be 0. So there's three modes, 0, 1, and 2. 0 is going to be the middle, 1 is the upper, and 2 is the lower, okay? Our shift will be 0. It'll be the exact same thing, but our shift will be 1, and we're going to add an _1 for that, okay? Now we'll add our lower Bollinger Band. Okay, here we go. Now, our lower Bollinger Band is very similar code, but we have a few differences. The name's going to be different right here, and we add an _1, and we're going to add 2 and 2. So now we're at our buy entry. We're going to make it as a bool statement, okay? And basically, we're going to call it buy entry. And once the RSI, we indicated over here, is under or equals 30, and the ask is lower than the BB lower, our current candle, and one back, our close of one candle, then we'll have our bull statement equal true. So let's get to the first part of our if statement. Now, if the buy entry double equals, so that verifies if it's true. It asks if it's true. So we have a couple things about that. Double equals, we have the angry sign, our loud sign. It doesn't equal B. We have greater, bigger, greater. So if you guys want to know more about that, just do F1 on it, and I'll give you guys a breakdown of what that means. We're going to make orders total equals 0. So if there's no orders, we want to equal through. And if the reset equals 0, which I'll explain in a little bit, okay? Now we're going to add our last bit of code for this if statement. It's going to be int buy order sent. Now, order sent is pretty easy to go over. Just go to the reference. Once again, I keep telling you guys, if an issue, go to the reference. It'll help break it down. But if you guys want to, follow this, I would definitely go through step by step. So make sure it's on null. OP buy means instant execution buy. We're going to use a 0.01 lot size. We're enter on the ask price. Our slippage will be 10, and we're going to be using pound yen. So whatever currency pair, make sure you guys are creating or fixing your stop loss so it makes sense. The stop loss will be 50 pips, and the target profit will be about 200 pips. Now the comment, there is no comment. Matching number will be 0, expiration date 0, and the color will be yellow. You guys can change the color whatever you want. Just put CLR and then capital letter B or whatever for the color. Now, I did an alert. So if you guys run this on without strategy tester, you guys going to be alert that pops up. It's like buy entry took place, and we're going to make the reset equal 1. Key to that, guys, reset equal 1, okay? Now we're going to add our reset, which is very important. So once the reset verifies equals 1 and the ask is greater than the middle Bollinger Band line or the moving average basically, and the second and the candle back is greater than it, and orders total equals 0, once it verifies that, then reset will equal 0, and then it's be ready again for their buy order. So this is very simple code, guys. If you have any question or comments, please drop a comment below. I will explain it more in detail, or hit me up in Telegram. Join the Telegram group, guys. Link is in the first comment that's pinned. And if you guys need the code, head to my website, click MQL4, or hit me up in Telegram for it, okay? So that compiles clean. The name of this is called BB and RSI Trader. Now let's go back to strategy tester. We're going to be always using pound yen. We're going to see BB and RSI Trader, okay? Before you guys start, let's go over some things right here that you guys probably can't see, okay? Move myself a little bit. If you guys see that the pound yen, that's what we have selected, make sure that you have your dates currently selected and not using the default dates. And also make sure that you skip to this and have user data and visual mode selected, okay? 30-minute, and we're going to do 2 pips for the spread. Now let's begin this strategy tester and see how it runs. Now it's going to be relatively fast, guys. We're on the 30-minute for a very short amount of period, but let me hit pause a little bit. Now if you guys want to change the color, let's go F8, scroll down a little bit, and now you guys get a little different color, okay? And here, let's hit play again. And you can see that it enters in trades. Now remember, it might take a lot of losses, but we're looking for very, very big wins. And I think so far, like this strategy, it does pay out pretty good, but you got to make sure you get your entries down. Like there's a lot of things that I would add to this code to make the target profit better or modify the stop loss. There's a lot of things that can be manipulated with this code, but this code is basically for beginners, guys. It's not meant to be complex, but you need to understand how to use the RSI and also how to use Bollinger Bands. Also how to use a strategy tester, but remember, it's for beginners, guys. And if you have any questions, guys, please hit me up. I don't mind helping you guys out. If it's a lot of information, I will talk about doing like some type of contract, but you guys should be aware about nothing's for free, but except for this right here. But you'll see that when it enters in again, if you zoom in really close, it only re-enters once it resets. See? And resets basically passing the middle Bollinger Band. Now you guys can add that. I did it for such a short amount of time. Let's see, Bollinger Bands 22.0 close. And you can zoom in a little bit easier on it to see it. See how we get to that trade right there? Pretty big. Now there's other indicators that you can add to make it more efficient. You can add momentum indicators. You can add more volume indicators. You can add some technical analysis in there, indicators for that to make it a little bit better. I think so far as it is, it does okay for profits. It's just for a strategy tester. I don't know about the future performance. It's the past performance, okay? Once it finished, I mean, it didn't do too bad. I did end up in profit. A lot of losses, small losses, but some big wins. So this is how this robot works, guys. If you have any question or comment, once again, contact me. Check out my website. Get my signals. The signals will be live. Just check out the other comment and also hit me up on Telegram. But please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video.